When I began drinking alcohol, I used to tell myself that I will drink, and then when I get tired, or I think when I get satisfied, I'll just stop. It was easy as that, or so I thought. After all, when I drank soft drinks, I'd get full and stop. I used to like coffee. I still like drinking coffee. And also, I knew I'd drink coffee, get filled up, and stop drinking. The same way I drank water, the same way I drank tea. So, I expected the same to be with alcohol. I will drink and get filled up or get bored and then stop drinking. But alcohol doesn't work out that way. Today, looking back, I wonder, where did all that alcohol go? Every time I drank alcohol, my stomach never got full. So I never felt satisfied. I'd keep on drinking. And once in a while, would go to the toilet to relieve myself and come back and drink. I don't really think all that alcohol got into my stomach, because my stomach never got filled up with alcohol, not even for once. But after I drank and gotten a hangover, my whole body would feel dry. I would be thirsty. Then I'd drink so much water, and this water would fill my stomach. And most of the times, I'd end up throwing up and vomit a huge amount of water. The water that was now settling into my stomach. I'd throw up, vomit everything. And I used to vomit so much that my throat got to have some wounds. And then now for the next 3 or 5 days, eating food became difficult because my throat was still sore from the vomiting, from the throwing up. And now anything I tried to eat couldn't go down as well. Now this was the kind of pain I was causing myself while drinking alcohol, thinking I was having fun, thinking I was escaping or numbing. I wasn't doing any of that. Alcohol made me to run away from myself. By the time you become dependent on alcohol, the person, the real you, is buried under the alcohol. The person who is now at the forefront is not the real person. This person who is drinking, like now me, the one who is talking now, was not the same person whom I was when I was drunk. That drunk person that talked too much, that drunk person that said things that they weren't supposed to say. Now that was not me. That was the drug, alcohol. It's just like with spirits, the evil spirits, these spirits that attack people, the entities, they get into you, and then you start saying things that you normally wouldn't say. You start behaving weirdly in ways that you normally wouldn't do because you are possessed. And now alcohol does possess people. And I think that is why some quotas will say that alcohol is a spirit, because it actually possesses you. You become possessed. You do things without your knowledge. without your free will, you are an alcoholic. Now, this alcohol that you use to escape from, okay, not escape from alcohol, the life that you keep on escaping from when you turn to alcohol, the biggest issue is that at the end of that drinking, after you've drunk, all those problems, all those situations, everything that you're trying to escape from will still be there. It will still be waiting for you. You see, what alcohol does is it postpones the problem. A problem that could have been solved immediately is pushed back. And with most of these problems, that they do not diminish, they become bigger. The longer you push them back, the bigger they become, the uglier they become. And most of the time, what addicts do is they create mountains out of molehills. So instead of just facing the small challenge that you are having, the small problem, the seemingly difficult conversation that you could have just faced and finished off with, every time you drink alcohol, you postpone these problems. And every time you drink alcohol, you have this false bravado. Then you think you can go and shout at people, speak your mind when you are drunk, when it's actually not your mind. You're now speaking without thinking. And when you do that, when the alcohol wears off, you find yourself guilty, shameful, and again not willing and ready to face the consequences of what you've done. So in addition to the previous problem that escaped through drinking, you now have these other problems that you've caused by what you said or did when you were drunk. And now the problem that was initially small now starts growing, it starts multiplying. But alcohol doesn't let you see that. Alcohol will still make you think you are doing things the right way. So you'll run away, you'll hide again, and you repeat the same mistakes. You'll get drunk, then call this person that you're supposed to have a conversation with. Instead of being clear and being mindful, you throw in some tantrums, you say things you're not supposed to say, you accuse people, wrongly of course. Then the next day, you are not even remembering what you said. But this person, these other people clearly know what you said. And when they remind you this, you try to deny it. But deep down you know you did this. Now, this problem, have you really solved it? Definitely you haven't. You are causing more problems by drinking alcohol. Anything you try to run away from through addiction or alcohol becomes a much bigger problem. And the best way out is to face your problems, to face your situations, to accept things the way they are, to deal with them when you are sober, when you have a clear mind, when you know what you are facing. This way, these challenges will be overcome, and you look back and wonder why you were even afraid of beginning. Alcohol makes us dependent. Alcohol makes us fear ourselves, fear others, fear everything. And that is why you continue going back to alcohol, because you can't face the fact that you are unable to do what you're supposed to do. You don't want to face your responsibilities. You don't want to face your consequences. You don't want to live up to your expectations. So you hide behind a drink, a chemical that doesn't even care about you, that doesn't even know that you have these problems. You create problems for yourself by drinking alcohol, by becoming addicted. You are not actually running from anything. You are not numbing. You are not escaping. You are turning yourself into a zombie. You are turning yourself into something that doesn't have a heart, that doesn't feel, that doesn't reason. You are killing yourself while you are still alive because you are drinking. And for close to 2 decades, that is what I was. And I bet that is what some of you are still doing. And the best way out is to stop drinking alcohol and become somebody who does not need alcohol. It is the only way that you are going to face your challenges, that you are going to discover your true self. Stop using alcohol to run away from yourself.